Yeah, they're trying to throw me off public property, man.
Yeah.
You should honor your oath and go in there and tell him, man, it's part of his constitutional First Amendment right.
Yeah, this is private property, though.
It has business hours. It says visitor parking. And when he asked me to leave, I did walk off. That's why I'm out here now. But, you know, I'm going to basically take it up. I do a lot of audits with you guys.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy.
Open up! Police!
Today's video is brought to you by a YouTube channel by the name of Audits of Freedom. If you have not subscribed to his channel, please make sure you go and do so. Today we're going to join Audits of Freedom and take a trip to the Lee County Transit, Lee-Tran, located in Fort Myers, Florida. It's a beautiful thing when you're able to exercise your First Amendment right, freedom of speech, the right to be in public without being harassed. No one wants their freedom stepped on. But here's the problem. We have governmental employees, police officers, other employees who don't know the law. That's exactly what happens. They step on your rights. When I read through the comment sections, every now and then I see a comment that says something like, "Why are these auditors starting trouble?" But we're going to see in this video, it's not about starting trouble. It's about exercising your rights and being able to be in public places that you pay for. We're going to take a look at this. Some of you may be surprised. Let's take a look at this video. We'll dive in more in a second.
Audits of Freedom. This is where we be. It's located in Fort Myers, Florida. Nice little areas out here. Landscaping. Some employee windows. Somebody in that one window there.
Who are you with? Who are you with?
Nobody. With,
Why are you here filming, sir?
this is you guys are owned by the city, right? Or Lee? Are you guys owned by Lee County, or are you owned by the city?
We're a county government, yes, sir.
Right. I'm just doing some photography out here. It's paid for.
Have you contacted our public information officer?
Well, I'm in a visitor area.
No, I understand that.
Public
But this is
access.
also a restricted area. We get federally funded. We also have a safety and security.
Where does it say it's restricted? Because
Have you contacted our public information officer? You're gonna have to clear that through our public information officer.
to exercise my First Amendment right, seriously?
Sir, you're in private property.
There's no signage saying I'm on private.
Well, I'm letting you know that you're on private property.
This is public property. It's paid for by the taxpayers.
I understand that, sir. But
Okay.
usually as a professional courtesy,
So what would pictures do wrong for me being outside?
sir, you cannot take photos of certain segments of this facility, okay, because of safety and security reasons.
What do you mean by segments? So not back here, just over there I can
You can
record?
do that from the street.
From the street?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well this is a visitor access area.
I understand that, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay. Well, I don't understand how I can be trespassed or asked to leave for
If
public
you'd like
property.
to take pictures of videos, you're going to have to clear that through our public information office.
But it's
over at the
public
county level.
property.
I could give you that information.
I'm
And
right,
though. They can go ahead and explain to you in detail what
I
that
understand
is.
your process. I understand that, but
Yes,
this
I'm gonna
is
have to ask you to
public.
leave, though.
It is public property, though, right? Okay. Well, when I'm done, I'll leave. And I'm almost done.
Are you with the press, sir?
I'm with the people, free press.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
exercising
I would
my First
encourage you-
Amendment.
I would encourage you to then get a hold of our public information officer
Okay.
that deals with the press and whatnot, and she'll give you,
Okay,
all
so
the details that you need.
let's
and we can make
clarify.
arrangements.
Let's
I'm
clarify
not
this.
clarifying anything on camera, sir.
Are you saying?
need you to
Well, no.
leave the
These are as
premises.
far as your orders or your requests. Are you asking me to leave, or are you saying I have to leave? I mean, sir, you understand what I'm saying? That's a simple question. All you got to do is answer it. Are you asking that I leave, or are you saying that I have to? I'm trespassed. I have to leave. All right, guys. Well, we're going to continue our First Amendment audit out here, exercising our constitutional rights. This gentleman right here wants to violate that. These are part of your First Amendment rights. Public photography is not a crime. This is a public area. And you cannot trespass somebody from a public property that is owned by the people.
So for anyone who may be thinking, why do auditors, why do civilians in general want to go to these places and record? Because it's their First Amendment right. They have the right to do so, and it's public property. Why is it public property? Because you, the citizen, pay for these things. But I think if more citizens actually realize just how much of our money goes towards paying for these properties, they would jump on board as well and start pushing for our rights to be upheld. Lee-Tran, the Lee County Transit that is, has received a Florida Department of Transportation, the FDOT, grant of approximately $160,000 for the design and $2.4 million for the construction, and an additional Federal Transit Administration funding in the amount of $3 million to develop a South Area transfer/multimodal center. Audits of Freedom posted these numbers. I went back to verify, and what I found was this. Yes, these numbers are accurate, but Lee-Tran, the Lee County Transit Unit, has received millions upon millions of dollars, my tax money and yours. So this is the reason why we have the right to step on that property. It's public property. It belongs to me. It belongs to you. So for those of you who are not on board for fighting for your rights to stand in a place that you pay for, I hope these numbers change your mind.
Pretty good.
We got a call about you from the admin from this building.
Yeah, they're trying to throw me off public property, man.
Yeah.
You should honor your oath and go in there and tell him, man, it's part of his constitutional First Amendment right.
Yeah, this is private property though.
It has business hours. It says visitor parking. And when he asked me to leave, I did walk off. That's why I'm out here now.
I appreciate
But,
it.
you know, I'm going to basically take it up. I do a lot of audits with you guys. So I'm going to take it up the chain of command and get it clarified to where I won't have that problem when I come back out here. They're saying I need to go through some public relations department. I know it's not true. It's just he's thinking that I'm going to, the other secondary fences they got, where it clearly says on the fence, no trespassing or employees only, that I'm going over those areas or just recording through the fence. He had a problem with that. So, but I stayed to the public sidewalks all through here.
You have your ID on you?
No, I don't.
No?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't break any laws.
Yeah, well, they want you to trespass from here, so I'm going to trespass you from the property.
Okay. How can you trespass from public property, though?
Because it's still private property.
This is owned by the city,
It's private property.
but it's owned by the city.
Yeah.
So as we all know, only the owner of a property has the right to trespass anyone from that property. Let's read this. Florida Statutes, Section 810.08, trespass. Whoever, without being authorized, licensed, or invited, willfully enters or remains in any structure or conveyance, or having been authorized, licensed, or invited, is warned by the owner or lessee of the premises, or by a person authorized by the owner or lessee to depart, and refuses to do so, commits the offense of trespass in a structure or conveyance. So the key point in that is this. If the owner warns you to leave, then you must leave. So the question is this. Who's the owner of the Lee County Transit? It's you. It's me. Therefore, you cannot be trespassed. You are the owner. It's public property. It belongs to the public.
He's already talked to me.
What's that?
He's already talked to me.
I couldn't hear you.
We've already talked.
Who did?
The officer across the street.
Oh, okay. What
Yep.
did you say?
I'm trespassed from public property. So it's going to be, are you a sergeant? Are you a sergeant?
No.
Are you his boss? Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you guys are probably aware that I'm probably one of the most polite auditors out here that conducts First Amendment audits.
Okay.
And I do it at your police department and public government properties. And basically, I was just walking around there, man, on the sidewalk, just, taking pictures of buildings. Looks really cool. And I didn't go into any areas that said no trespassing or anything like that. And a guy came out of the side of the building and said, well, you have to be with somebody basically commercially, and I have to go through their process to be able to come in there and record. Take, for public photography, the press, freedom of press. And
Well, as long as you were on the sidewalk and you didn't.
but I
break
can't
the
go back.
curtilage of their,
Yeah,
of their business.
well, they're saying that I have to get with public relations and it has to be approved. So that's the area that I'm gonna fight and research and make sure that it's clear before I go back in there again, just to prove that we're allowed to do that. He's just misinformed, man. He just didn't want me there. The camera intimidated him.
Yeah, I mean,
Master
if
sergeants.
you're staying within the legal guidelines, I have no.
And that's what it is. That's why I don't want to press it, and go back today. I'm gonna get that researched and make sure that I have all that cleared, not permission, but cleared in case somebody else wants to come in there and exercise their rights, because a lot of people do follow behind me on this. So.
Well, have a better day, Thomas.
Yeah, man. Your other guy was cool too, man. You can tell him he was cool. I'm not gonna bust his balls on my channel.
All right, bud.
All right, man. Have a good, safe day, man.
The link to the full video is down below. Make sure you go to Audits of Freedom's YouTube channel and subscribe. Support this auditor. And also remember, there are different styles of auditing. Some people say in the comment section, hey, he gave up. He gave his name. He lost. The cops won. Remember this one thing. You do not have to be arrested to have your rights violated and to win that case. If you're illegally forced to give your ID or illegally forced to leave a public area, you've won. At that point, all you have to do is take them into the courtroom and sue, because the only reason you gave up your ID or the only reason you left a public area was under the threat of arrest. So let's remember, there are different auditing styles. Some more aggressive, some more laid back. But the point is this, always fight for your rights. Make sure you know your rights. Down below is a link to my free ebook. Make sure you download it. Don't be caught not knowing your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.